I used to be a big fan of The Flash. I remember The Arrow being my favorite show on the CW back in those days, 2012, 2013, and so on. And I watched all the way through all the seasons. And you can say that some seasons were better than others. And when The Flash came around, I found myself liking The Flash a lot. It was one of my favorite shows at that time. Season 1, 2, and 3, I was there. Even 4. But something happened starting on season 4. I was sticking around for season 5 and 6. But beyond that, it was hard to watch. I was already seeing people not wanting to watch since season 4. But I'm like, hey, they just been having a slump. Let's stick it through. Nope. This show has been getting worse and worse and worse. And then when I thought, oh, they're gonna end it, season 9, well, they're gonna put all the effort into it. I believe it's only 9 episodes, if I'm not mistaken. So I can't even tell you how many episodes they're gonna be in the last season. I believe it's 9. That's how much you know how much I've been watching. But this show, I have seen some clips here and there from the latest season. And are they even trying? How is this getting accepted? Who is approving this? This is definitely not for the people that started watching the show. There is no way. I swear that this show is being written for kids. Not to shame kids because, everybody has their own groups and whatever. Not shaming kids or any other group or nothing. I'm just saying that this is not for grown adults. Because I can even put it into words. The Flash on the latest season cannot beat a person that has no powers. Explain that to me. At this point, 9 years later, he cannot just take somebody to Iron Heights and just leave them there. The man that can travel through time since season 2, through time, that can go to another Earth using his speed, but he's struggling to beat just a regular person. That doesn't make any sense. He should be fighting people at this point that he cannot handle, and just a regular person. That was just one clip. I just looked at it and I just put my hand on my head and I was like, why are they still doing this? Who is sitting there approving these millions of dollars going into this on the last season? Are these people even trying? And then I saw another clip of the Red Death. And again, I think she said, you want to get nuts? What? Such a good show for at least the first 3 seasons. And some people hated season 3. I can tell you that when it was revealed who was behind Sabotage, I was like, meh. But the whole build up, I was like, all right. But what we have today, and even what we were getting after those seasons, the whole, I gotta talk somebody down. And that's just a few things that I have mentioned. Is the show called The Flash or Flash and Friends? Or Flash and everybody else? Oof. They have done this show so dirty. It really used to be great. I used to watch it live in commercials. I would not wait for it to be recorded or anything to watch the show. I would watch it live. That's how much I wanted to watch it. Then after getting into season 5 or 6, I just started watching it after the fact with no commercials. And eventually I just tuned out. I think the last season and the one before that, I would take my time to even come and watch. I would say, okay, 5 episodes build up. Now I can see what's here. And if I felt like fast forwarding, I would. But I can't even do that right now. I was hoping to sit there and watch the latest season. And the little clips that I have seen, I just can't do it. I'm going to do it eventually. And it will be this year, obviously. Because I want to see how this all ends. CW has run this show to the ground. You know very well when top YouTubers stop making videos about certain shows, the show is going downhill. They don't give their opinions on it like that. They just say a couple of things. Oh, I don't like what's going on over there. And that's why they don't do the videos anymore. They don't go on this rant that I'm giving you right now. But somebody has to say it. It is incredible the disrespect that they have put on this show. A smear all over it. The only thing, like I said before, that I can think of that they're targeting a different audience, and it's not the audience that I was when I was in season 1. They're targeting a way younger audience, or they're just not trying at all. I mean, you're pouring millions of dollars into this show, and this is what we get. This writing? Who's writing this shit? Who is writing this shit? I cannot sit here and tell you that I will do a better job of writing, but I will definitely not have this. The Flash getting beat up by a nobody? All these weird lines. I'm like, what? Flash and Friends? I want to see the Flash. I don't want to see 1,000 people in the Flash. But it's too late for that now. The show is about to be over, and I'm glad that it's ending. They cannot run this to the ground any more than it is already. No way. They have burned this beyond the ashes, to put it simply. This is gonna go down as one of the worst ways to run a show. That's how I'm going to remember after season 3. They just decided, you know what? Put some gasoline on it as much as you can. Make sure you just put it there. You know what? Submerge it on the gasoline. Then set it on fire, and don't let up. Just keep throwing gasoline on it. Just go on and go on and go on. Make sure that nothing existed from the glory days. Because the CW, after Crisis, on Crisis on Infinite Earth, when they announced it, that was the end of CW for me. Some will disagree, and that's fine. Others will agree. But the minute that they announced Crisis, and I was all excited for it, and then the minute that it was over, something was different. Somebody out there did not care. We know that there's a lot of things going on in the background, things being sold and all this shit. But man, does it really have to be this bad? I'll probably be ranting even worse if I have watched some of the episodes so far. Eventually I'll watch them, and I will come back and tell you what I think about that. But that will be way long down the line. I haven't even started. I have just watched clips, and it just annoys me. And I have showed the clips to other people that used to watch the show, that used to like the show and love it just as much as I did. And they just can't believe it. They can't believe it. Like, what has happened? How can something get on TV? How can a trash get on TV? It's the Trash and Friends. I hope the Flash movie that's coming out break records, and that it gives us something good. Because in reality, we haven't gotten anything good about the Flash in CW. Such a great show once. I don't think I ever felt like this about the Arrow. Of course, I like the early seasons of the Arrow, but I never felt like the show was fully disrespected. Did they go in different ways? Yes, but not like the Flash. It just got goofy. Yeah, that's how I can describe it. Goofy. I really think it's a show for kids. It's not a show for everybody. Like, Marvel makes movies for everybody. Anybody can watch Marvel movies, and you're not going to be like, oh my god, what are they doing? Again, other people will agree and disagree or whatever, but you get what I'm saying. I cannot even sit there and defend anything about this show anymore. I used to defend them back on season 6, but now, no, there's no way. It's impossible to defend anything that's going on with this show. I'm glad it's ending. I will watch it, but the journey has been painful. Let's just take a look at the ratings. The average viewership in millions per season. So season 1, 4.6. Season 2, 4.2. Season 3, 3.5. Season 4, 3.0. Season 5, 2.4. Season 6, 2.2. Season 7, 1.5. And Season 8, 1.0. The glory days are almost 5 to now. The days of cringe. Not even wanting to watch this thing, whatever this is. 1.0. Now, we also got to understand that as shows last longer on the air, they have less and less and less rating. But between season 1 and season 8, there's been a drop off of 75%. 75% minimum. So that tells you everything. They have lost viewership big time. But The Flash, I really don't know who they're targeting. Who is their audience? It is definitely not me. It's definitely not people that I know around me. I don't know a single person that loves this show that I see. People that I see in person. I don't know anybody that loves this show. Yes, I do see people in the comments that they love this show. I don't know what they're watching. Because this is literally being fed. We're being fed garbage. Shit on some plastic plate. Like, here, have this. Smear yourself with it. Yeah. And another thing to keep in mind. Greg Berlanti had huge hands on all these Arrow shows. He was very hands-on when writing all these stories. The Flash did not have Greg Berlanti write anything since season 3. What a coincidence. It used to be Greg Berlanti and Andrew that would write all these stories that I could sit there and watch and enjoy. But that was up to season 3. Greg Berlanti is nowhere to be found as a writer after season 3. That tells you everything there. It seems like whoever took over just did not care. Or I don't know what they're smoking. It must be really good. Because the product has been out there and whoever is approving this, like I said before, is garbage to say the least. And so far right now, I believe 3 episodes have aired. Yeah, February 8, 15, and 22. You would think for a series that is going to end that some fans will come back. The ratings are 0.5. That's what they are. Now, we're in different times. You can watch on different platforms. Very different than from when The Flash premiered back in 2014. But I don't think it's excuse for the drop off between 4, which was almost 5, to 0.5. The latest episode as of now, which was February 22nd, 0.49. 0.49. Your series finale, that's where it's at. It's gonna average 0.5, perhaps less. My assumption is that fans like me will come back towards the last episodes or just watch it all at the same time. I don't know if I can sit there for all those hours, so I gotta take my breaks. But for sure, a lot of people will tune in for the last or 2 episodes, I'm assuming, just to see how it ends. I'm pretty sure they'll find a way to really botch it. Like, there's no question. There's no hope on this. You will think that it will be something good, but what they've been doing, why even think they will? I saw some pictures of the Reverse Flash. Obviously, we saw what they did with him last year. Total disgrace. And now he's coming back and he's wearing the upgraded version of the suit, which looks like cloth. I enjoy more the leather suit. And I enjoy Tom Cavanagh as the Reverse Flash. And a lot of people do. And when I saw the pictures, I'm like, my God, it's the last season. They couldn't just put the leather suit on this man, the original leather suit. Why keeping with the upgraded suit? We're ending the show. Just give us what we want. What makes sense. Where are they reading what people want? So I read comments when I see this post. And I wasn't the only one to say, hey, where was the Reverse Flash original costume? No, they wanted to put the upgraded one. God damn it. I mean, Barry's new suit is fine. They don't need to put season 1 suit. Will it be nice to see it again? Sure. But the latest suit, I'm good with that. But the Reverse Flash, the real suit, is the first one from season 1. The leather suit with Tom Cavanagh. That's the suit. Anyways, what do you think? I'm going to stop right here. I think I've said enough about The Flash. And probably I'll come back and talk more once I watch it. But it'll probably be, most likely, 99.9% the same thing that I just said. Because there is no way they're going to do anything that I like. You're like, wow, yeah, they did that. How Barry's going to disappear. I mean, are they even going to tell us about The season 1 Barry, what happened to him and all of that. The reverse Flash backstory or more about that. I don't know. I'm interested in that. But anyway, let me know what you think.